Bobby is the all-American male. Tito pulled a hammy getting his mail. This is Morning Juice.
Mics were off there, right, Bodie?
Okay,
that's
know.
fine.
Guess we'll
That's
find out.
fine. We will find out when social media will tell us.
Rewatch it 10 to noon, 10 TV Plus today.
And then see what happens on September 2nd.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tease.
That's a major tease. Anyway, Bob, the tight end room at Ohio State. I thought.
Better than a loose end room.
I thought, Bob, that it was already in pretty good shape after last season. I thought it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Probably Ryan Day said it may be the deepest position on the team.
And then they went out and got Max Klare.
Yep.
And we've talked about the tight end position, Bobby, because Ohio State, God, this goes back to, who was the guy who was from Indiana? Indiana came here and was an OC or something.
Kevin Wilson?
Kevin Wilson. I remember seeing Kevin Wilson.
It's okay, Wilson.
Wilson,
you just
where
sit
are
there.
you?
I'll do all the paddling.
Is that the volleyball movie?
Yeah, that's what people refer to it as, the volleyball movie.
Just like Neil Armstrong from WAPOC. That's how they, yeah.
Neil
Anyway.
Armstrong from WAPOC and the volleyball movie.
Volleyball movie, yeah. Was that movie that good?
I mean,
Castaway?
Yes.
I think you got to see it at least once.
Okay.
I wouldn't consider it like Tom Hanks'
It's not
best.
rewatchable?
Yeah,
I think it's pretty rewatchable.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's some
I think
funnies. Yeah.
it's good and it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not amazing. Like, it's not Shawshank.
Right.
In my opinion.
When it's on, I'll usually watch
You'll
some
watch
of
it through then.
Well, there's some really funny part. I mean, just the irony of all the things we take for granted in a first world society. Like when he's trying to knock his tooth out, then he starts talking to Wilson, just the evolution of everything. Oh, I know where we can find more rope, Wilson. We're not going back up there again. I know the rope is up there.
Okay. Give me a percentage.
It's a great job by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
There's no one else in
it,
and there's no music. If you go back, there's no music in the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's my question. What percentage of the movie is just Wilson or just Hanks in the volleyball?
Probably like
Good
80% of it.
Yeah. Because he crashes and lands on the island.
Right.
And it's I've only seen it once and it's been a handful of years. But Bob, it's a pretty quick, when they do the transition from he lands on the island to he's not there very long before they do the fast forward
And
to
show him
a few years later or whatever it is.
Because a lot of them's trying to get off, and he's figured out all of the the sun patterns and everything, all the things we take for granted, not knowing what the date is.
Yes.
And when you're in a tropical environment, it's like you have the winter coming. It must be around October now. It's starting to get cold.
Snow.
So he was has this little deal, and you don't have anything to write with. He has rocks on the cave, and he was literally tracking the sun of he'd figured out when the sun was here and there, and the tide coming in and out. I mean, it's crazy town.
See, the fact you told me it's 80% of the movie, now I don't want to watch it.
You would love it, though. Him
I don't
yelling
think
back
I
and forth
would.
to an inanimate object who he has is this bloody handprint that because he stepped on. Dude, you don't have shoes. It's just.
I mean, you can't accurately describe the movie by just saying, it's just 80% of him on the island. It's like saying Andy Dufresne. Well, he's just in prison.
Most of it takes place in prison.
Yeah, he just talks to some people.
If you say in prison, there's other humans there, and you interact with them.
That's the irony of it's he's basically in isolation, and it's you just create another human.
I was going to say, there are other humans.
I had a best friend growing up named Checkers.
His name's Shiloh.
So we played
Bless his
Checkers,
heart.
and she'd always let me win.
Maybe that's why I like her father. Maybe I'm a little up too.
People also, I don't think Bobby's going to there'll be video out there of Bobby's experience yesterday. Is there any video footage of pre-flight with you guys shirtless playing volleyball?
We're actually playing
dogfight
football.
Offense and defense.
Okay.
Same time.
All right. Just want to make sure.
You said build a team.
Right. That's what he's doing.
There's your team.
What's the score?
I
they
think
gave up keeping score a long time ago.
Max Klare.
Yep.
Circling back somehow on this. The tight end who
Max
came over from
Klare.
Okay.
I love a good Klare.
The Kevin Wilson thing. I remember talking to Kevin Wilson, and he said when he talks to tight ends about coming to Ohio State, he asked them, what player do you want to be like? What's the player you want to be like? And go watch video of that player. And I'm trying to think of who it was.
Is me.
Give me the tight end from Ohio State around that time that came in highly hyped. Who's in the NFL now. Plays
Jeremy
for
Ruckert.
Ruckert. I think it's who it was.
Ruck City.
He said to
Ruck
Ruckert,
City.
"Who do you want to be like?" And Ruckert said, "Gronkowski." And Kevin Wilson, okay, I want you to go watch a bunch of videos about Rob Gronkowski, see how he plays, and pick up on that. Ohio State tight ends, Bobby, don't catch a lot of passes. Max Klare will not catch as many passes as he caught last year at Purdue. It's just not, and it's not because he's not a good player. It's this offense. You've got.
In case you're wondering, we don't have a lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
That's true. So
Have you seen that yet, Bodie? Oh God!
Wait, you have not seen the cowbell skit?
No, I have not. I'll write it down.
That's everything you want to say about me, Bob. Okay.
He also wasn't alive
Doesn't
when it
matter.
came out.
Doesn't matter. Everything you want to say with movies,
What's
that
it
is
on?
the worst thing.
SNL. It's Will
What's it
Ferrell,
on SNL?
Christopher
It's
Walken.
Christopher Walken.
It's pretty damn good.
No, you lost my train of thought.
Well,
here.
we don't really feature the tight end.
Right, we don't feature the
At
tight
one
end.
point, I think Ben Hartsock had the most catches, it was
like
John
30-something?
It was John Frank.
John Frank, yeah.
From like the 80s.
Yeah.
Who had like high 30s.
Right, that's what I'm
40.
thinking. He played for the 49ers on the Super Bowl team. He's like a doctor
But
now.
it was also in the 80s when no one
Yes.
threw the football.
Early
The
80s.
fact that the thought that you would have one of your players have a single season receiving record in the 80s.
80s, yes.
I mean, that's crazy town.
Okay, so Max Klare's here now. And Bob, what I've learned from conversations, and some with you also, but like the tight ends here, they might not put the numbers up, but they learn how to block. You know, they learn.
Cade Stover was like the most successful tight end we'd had in 15 years or something.
But they learn, that's what attracts NFL teams to them. Here is Max Klare, though, now coming here from Purdue, a fantastic tight end who could catch a lot of passes. Talking about Julian Sand, here is that tight end.
Julian's been great. I mean, just his leadership overall has grown. He's really taken it by the reins now, and you can feel that out of practice. So, we're really excited about Julian and what he can do for us.
Ricky Dudley was a first-round pick in the
Ricky
NFL draft.
Bobby.
And I think Max Klare could be a first-round pick in the NFL.
Like a diamond and ice storm.
Look, you and Bodie got the inside jokes. I heard that yesterday for the first time. That's the first time I ever heard that quote.
It's time for me to accept what my life is. I went ahead and bought one of those handicap accessible RV vans with the captain's chair, plasma TV screens in the back. Y'all paid up on that? Oh, yeah, it's paid in full. Sitting right out there in the parking lot.
It's amazing.
But Klare, though, he will not match his numbers from last year.
No.
But
And,
I think he's a better pro prospect after this year.
Keenan, how did you convince him?
Yeah.
Really good. We had him on my show with Schleggs, and we're sitting there talking to him. Well, Schleggs was the one. It's the first and only guest. Well, yeah, he's the first and
That's
only
the first
guest
thing he's ever gotten?
that he's ever brought.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay.
He's like, we should get Keenan on. I go, why don't you text him? And he's like, I will, because there was a great story how he lifts with the tight ends. Keenan's a young dude, he'll get after it.
Right.
And Schleggs, when he first got in there, he's like, who is this guy? What are you doing? He's like, get out of my weight room.
Oh, that's right. That's the one. Yes, that's the one.
It's like, these are my guys I'm training. He's like, hell, if you are, get out of here. It was amazing. Like, chest to chest. I was like, this is awesome. Like, two prize bulls ready to just go at each other over here. And Mick's like, it's good. He goes, Schleggs, one of us. One of us. He's like, he's fine. He will amplify. His players will train harder with him in here training with them. He's not going to be a distraction because Mick's thing is always like, he tells his coach, the position coaches,
Right.
they like to come in and talk to their players. He's
Right.
like, do I go in your position rooms and talk to them about lifting when you're trying to instruct them and trying to talk to them about practice? No. So don't come in here. Now, if you want to come in here and work, that's one thing. And so they were going back and forth, but Keenan talked about this. How did you get him here? You're not going to catch 70 balls at Ohio State. I go, but
You're going to win more than one game. How about
may
that?
win more than one game.
Here, by the way,
you're going to.
I'll play this real quick. This is Keenan Bay talking about not a big recruiting pitch guy. They don't want to get back to you, Bob.
I don't think I pitch much, right? Hopefully these are good examples, right? You got a guy who is the number one receiving tight end, and he chose us. Why? Ask him. I don't know. If I have a tight end I want, I'll give him Max's number. Ask him why, right? Hopefully because of the relationship I have with him. You mentioned Nate. I don't know if a coach got closer to a high school kid and in last year's cycle, and that's a kid that now he comes in, and I don't have to build that relationship. I could coach him so hard off the bat, and hopefully he makes plays this season, and we can point to that. So certainly there, but yeah, no, all eyes on the season.
Well, number one, like Nate Roberts, he got big-time recruit out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's funny. I do a show on Saturday mornings with Chris Plank, who's on XM. He does stuff with Oklahoma's broadcast. He does their softball. He does their sideline for football, pregame, postgame, all that stuff. And he's in the same town as Nate Roberts. Nate Roberts' brother is now at Oklahoma.
Right.
And I was like, he's going to go to Ohio State. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. He's like, your boy Keenan's out here all the time. And when he came here, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, okay. And he goes, just develop a relationship with him. I'm like, do you want to be the best? Because I'm going to coach your butt off.
Right.
Like, I'm going to make you either get better or quit. And he was under Brian Hartline. Like, so he worked with the Hart and the receivers for a long time. And so it's the same methodology. And he sat down there and he saw him Schlegs and I'm like, how did you, Keenan Bill? He goes, I sat down with him and I took him through a game that he played. Why are you doing this? Why are you running that? Why is your route like that? Why did you do this? And he goes, I coached him through a game. And I go, we're getting better. You may have caught 75 balls or whatever, but you can get better. And it's like any player that's competitive wants to hear that. And by the way, we're going to make you a better blocker along the way.
I was going to say, Bob, I think that this was very smart for Max. Because
it was, but a lot of guys, you got to swallow your pride a little bit. I'm used to being the center of the offense.
Right.
Oh, dude, we got a guy named J.J. Smith, number 4 out there. Good news, you're never going to see bracket coverage.
Yes.
Because he's going to, and Carnell Tate and everybody else. And if you can block, and when we run the ball, Coach, you'll be running by safeties all day long.
That's what I look at, Bobby. Like, that's why I think it's very smart for Max for his career. I don't know if it came to play or not, but right now, he's got a resume that shows he can be a high-volume catcher.
Oh, yeah.
And after this year, if everything goes the way it should, he should have a resume as a high-volume catcher who,
When was Cade Stover
who could also
drafted?
block. Where was he drafted?
When? No, he went to Houston. Was he third round?
I don't know if
Third round sounds right.
Dude, he had
I'll
like
take a year.
40 catches.
Yeah.
You know why he's
Right.
drafted in the third round?
Right, because
I don't need to see you catch 100 balls. I know there's other places you can go with the football at Ohio State. They watch you run the routes. When it's thrown to you, do you catch it? How do you block? How versatile are you?
right.
Max Klare is going to, he's got all those things.
He's going to be a first-round pick, Bob.
Yeah.
I think he'll be a
And I
first-round pick.
this is my argument. Keenan always brings me in to talk to the guys about this. And this is the one thing, like Jelani Thurman, who I think has a lot of potential to be really good. And he's buying in. He's got to continue to make the routine plays routine, but he has the capability of making exceptional plays.
Yep.
And he's improved a lot as a blocker, mostly because he's gotten tougher in the weight room. And he's just changed his mentality. But I tell Keenan, like, if these guys can block, then you can run the ball. And if you can run the ball, teams can't go into all these exotic DB packages.
Sure.
I go, so who would you rather have guarding you, Jelani? Schlegs over there?
Right.
Or Caleb Downs?
Right, yeah.
Because if they can go DBs all over the place, to put a safety on you. If you can run it, you're going to get stiff boy over there with short arms that has to go plug the A gap, and then he's going to try to run with you down the seam. And that's a mismatch.